saying, I don't think guys out here on the streets are really hustling like it was in my day. It was like ubiquitous. Everybody I knew and everybody I didn't know was participating in the game. But it was a different time. This was in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And it was a different time then than it is now.
These niggas is hustling, y'all. They just not hustling crap like we was hustling. You know what I mean? That's not the thing no more. These niggas run around skinny jeans, motherfucking Percocets in their pockets. You know what I mean? Selling pills and oxys and shit like that. Like, that's the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? You still see niggas with powder. You still gonna see niggas with these things like weed is always gonna sell. But how you gonna blow up for selling weed when everybody on the block sell weed? You know?
It's hard to make a living off weed.
It's like anything else, niggas. Shit, niggas get in their lane and they blow that shit and they do what they gotta do. But the thing is, like my man said, it's niggas out here still hustling and niggas still getting it, but it's just like my man said, it's a different ticket. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, it's different from, when we was, on our ones and twos. Now, like Drew said, it's other shit. It's that Molly. It's that, niggas is really on that Percocet, that opioid shit heavy. You know what I mean? On some real shit. Like, youngins is on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's the new wave. I don't even...
So the white man get his off the top, because most of the time you only get that shit with a script, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I seen a cat not too long ago, my people's fam, you know what I'm saying? That's still going down like that. Niggas is got their hands in a little everything. Perks, crack, weed, whatever niggas want, son, they got it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was even one, I'm like, damn, motherfuckers even still smoking crack like that? But I'm like I said, it's a different wave. It's a different time. You know what I mean? Niggas on some other shit. Remember, when we was on our, ones and twos, you know what I mean? And, in our little thing, it was, different. The message was different. You know what I mean? Now, niggas is telling you, fuck selling the drugs. Just use the drugs. Get high. Pop Molly. Pop Percocet. You know what I mean?
And you can still sell it.
Sip your lean. You know what I mean? So, it's different. Niggas, the message was get money when we was, getting money, not that it was a positive message, but still, and yet it was still the message all the same, get money.
What did Big say? What did Big say? What did Big say? Never get high on your own fly?
Yeah, no doubt. But now niggas is different, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, they propping like that's, get high, pop the Mollies and your Percocets and, all that shit. Niggas really on that wave. Youngins is on that. Youngins is on that shit with dope habits and shit. So, you know what I mean?
They definitely on it right now. So that's how they get down. Like, you see motherfuckers nodding on like gas stations. Motherfucking, you see motherfuckers in 745 LI motherfucking nodding off at lights and shit. You know what I mean? What the fuck they on? You know what I mean? You already know it's not no weed. And you sure as hell know it's not no coke. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna just be nodding off of no coke. That shit give you energy. It's an upper. All those downers is them opioids.
Yeah, niggas is on that. That's the wave now. You know what I mean? That's the new wave. Youngins is popping them Percocets, getting them 10s and the 15s.
That's one step above dope. That's one step above street level heroin. Man.
Morphine pills, all that shit. You know what I mean? Trust. Shit is definitely real. But I'm saying, once again, to all you youngins out there, man, trust Uncle Jalil. I know the tells, man. I know the struggle. I know what it is. I know what it is when you feel like you ain't got no other way. You got to do what you got to do. The problem is, the sad is, that niggas got to make these type of decisions in order, you know what I mean, just to keep the lights on or pay the rent. You know what I mean? So, but I'm here to tell you guys.
Hotel room for the night.
Here to tell you, man, that ain't the path, you know what I mean? That ain't the way to go. Like I said, I'm gonna have it, you know what I mean? But prison's not the move, man. So if you out here and you doing things that you can redirect and direct that energy in another way, I encourage you by all means, please do it. That same hustle energy and that same, that same craving you got, you can still do it. You just got to direct it in a different way, man. A different, you know what I mean? Set it off in a different way. Streets ain't the way, man. It's only like Trade says, gonna win up one or two ways. You're gonna be in prison, or you're gonna be in the grave. You know what I mean? So.
Yo, can I say something real quick, man?
Yes, sir.
You know, the thing with the prison system is it's designed for recidivism, and your most highest chance of recidivism is when you first get out. Because usually, for one, they ain't gonna release you if you get your inmate. Once you get your inmate number, they gotta make every year a certain amount of money off of that bed. Because usually that signifies a bed. I think it used to be like what, $75,000 a year for every person that gets admitted into the prison system. Every time you get admitted, even if you don't stay the whole year, it's the part of the federal funding that they get. You know what I'm saying, with the beds. So it's designed to keep people, you know, repeating their offenses or going back even on technical difficulty. I mean, technical what
violations, technical violations.
Yeah, technical violations.
You're on parole, you give it dirty and box you back in. But that's very interesting that you said that, because that also goes into the whole prison industrial complex, the mass incarceration, how it's designed to keep, you know, people going through that door, that recidivism cycle.
Yes, sir.
And not only that, understand that these private corporations have invested in these prisons. You know what I mean? They're not just making license plates in prison no more. They making real shit. You know what I mean? So you in there.
You can't even get those things. Is like, you can't even get jobs in those industries in the prison unless you federally one of them border. The federal board, you have to be federal inmate to really get any type of real skill or training while in prison. You know what I mean? Because as with the states, they don't even have those. The only way you can get those industries is if you was down 10 years or better. You working up in the J's up in Summers or something, like from Connecticut. You know what I mean? So you got to be in the facility where they have that. You know what I mean? And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you sitting over 5 or better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's believe you're going to be doing time just like everybody else sitting there motherfucking counting the days. Excuse my language.
Nah, it's all good. But yeah, man, so we're going to definitely talk to the people and give them your stories. You know what I mean? We're going to round Joey up and bring him in so we can continue this conversation, because I think this is something that needs to be heard, and I think that hopefully, if you can touch just one head out there and make them have some insight, man, and make them see a different way, then it's all worth it. You know what they say? Give all your energy. If one gets something out of it, then at the end of the day, it was all worth it.
I just did 17 years up in the feds, man, and it's crazy. Everything you heard about the feds, forget about it. It's not true. The feds is crucial. It ain't nothing but a warehouse for niggas, man. I mean, you got niggas, street niggas. These ain't like fiends and crackheads and, you know what I mean, dope fiends. These are street niggas from all over the country. They pile you in one place, right? And for most street niggas, we ain't never made no real money. You know what I mean? We only had pocket money. So it's a bunch of broke street niggas up there. Wild as a motherfucker. Niggas put in work, man. Niggas is killers up there, homie. Ain't no fighting, ain't no hand-to-hand fighting. It's all knife work. If you go up there and you ain't ready to push that knife, you might as well check in. Ain't no snitching up there. If you come up there, because they're going to check your paperwork, right? You got 30 days to get your paperwork. And if you snitching up there, they're going to run you up. And when I say run you up, they're going to put that work in. They're going to put that knife in you. That's what that means. You know what I mean?
Yo. Tell them how long you been down for, man, in the feds.
Man, I've been down 17 years on crack law, man, for 50 grams or more. I got caught with a motherfucking 107 grams of crack and 138 ecstasy pills. I was on a run. I was on a run for murder. The motherfuckers caught me in Virginia, thought I was some type of big-time motherfucker. I'm on a run for murder. They hit me with a trafficking in Virginia and shit. They hit me with crazy charges, trumped-up charges. It didn't make no sense, man. And what I used to do I used to buy bus tickets, because if you buy bus tickets 14 days in advance, they're like $29, and you can go anywhere in the country. So I used to buy them from New York to Charlotte, and from New York to Virginia, whatever. I buy them in advance because they were cheaper that way. And they caught me with them tickets. That's how I got that trafficking charge, man. Because it looked like I was doing more than what I was doing. And it don't matter in the feds. My man telling you it don't matter. They make shit up. Like, I'll give you an example. I met a dude, right? He was a white boy in Virginia. He was getting high. So, but the feds used to come, Fed come like on a Monday, he wants $7 grand. But the nigga, he ain't got it. He just know who got it. So he go get the $7 grand for like $225 and charge the Fed nigga like $300. So the nigga come on a Monday, so he come Wednesday, he do the same shit. Come on a Friday, do the same shit. Come next week, do the same shit. They hit that man with selling 7 grams of crack every day for a year. The shit was like 30 kilos, some crazy shit. This is a nigga getting high. This is a nigga getting high. This is a nigga getting high. What they want you to do, they want you to tell. They put pressure on you. See, if you don't tell, they're going to smash you out. That's what happened to me. They put that pressure on me. I didn't tell. You know what I mean? Because niggas I run with, I love. You know what I mean? I wasn't telling on my niggas. But that's what they do, man. If I would have told something, nigga would have been out here about 10 years ago. I'm doing nigga, listen, my nigga, I'm doing 11 years. I'm doing 11 years for shit I done already done. The charge only carried 10 years. I'm doing motherfucking 11. I've had 11 more years for keeping my mouth shut, man.
Wow.
And many niggas fold under that pressure.
No
I know
doubt.
brothers told on
No
brothers.
doubt.
I know a nigga told on everybody except his mother, man.
Whew.
You might have heard of him. His name was Frank the Terminator out of Bridgeport. The nigga was a killer.
He up there with you?
He ain't with me. I don't know where he is. Yo, listen, the nigga was a cold-blooded killer. I read the shit in the paperwork. The nigga was the biggest drug dealer in the Northeast region out of Bridgeport. The feds took $10 million from this nigga. This nigga told on everybody. And he was a killer. How the boss gonna tell? How Kingpin square?
No doubt.
I don't do it. I don't hustle no more. That's the reason why I don't hustle.
No doubt.
Man, listen, hustling is dead. I'm telling you, if you run around the streets right now, you're only gonna be in prison. You're gonna be dead, or you're gonna be a snitch. That's the only.
That's really the only thing on the motherfucking menu for you.
Because you ain't gonna make no money. You don't know who's out there working for the police. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's mad niggas working, man. There's so many niggas working. It's crazy.
True story.
Yo, that's just for the youngins, though, man.
And hold up. I'm not finished yet. Then when you get in, you got to deal with these racist-ass police, man. I'm up there in Pennsylvania, and I ain't never seen racism in my face like that. I'm from Connecticut. Me being from Connecticut and then coming to the feds and shit, I'm talking about straight up racist. Fucking crackers call you a nigga, homie. They get you.
Yeah, Lewisburg, right?
Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, man. They closed Lewisburg now. I was in USP Canaan. They called Killer Canaan. That's where the motherfucking Eric Williams law got passed. Eric Williams is a police. Eric Williams, they stabbed this nigga like 200 times, man. 200 and something times. He's a police.
He was a CO?
He was a CO. They stabbed nigga 200 and something times. The shit lasted for 24 minutes. Whoever was supposed to be watching the camera somewhere, he sleep. He's somewhere asleep. And Mexican niggas is putting work in on this nigga. They stabbed this nigga, stopped, and walked off, went through his pockets, pulled his gum out of his pocket. They chewing his gum. So the nigga came drinking a soda, come back. The police going, goggling for breath. He's like, what, you still living? And went back and put more work in.
Wow.
And you want to hear some crazy?
You have 1 minute left.
He beat the case. And I'm going to tell you how he beat it, because he already had life.
they found him guilty and gave him life again. So he ain't had nothing to lose.
Wow.
Only thing gonna happen to him is he gonna be in ADX for the rest of his life. He probably never see another compound. And then the police after that, they pressed everybody. I'm talking about, they ain't care if you white, black, or Puerto Rican. They pressed everybody except the Mexicans. They were scared to death of the Mexicans, man.
So
but
that
go to the feds, you go to the feds, boy, your ass is out.
Yo,
you, man.
So that popped off while you was down, or that was some shit that popped off before you?
That popped off while I was down, homie. I was down. They locked us down in April, nigga. We ain't come out till June for that shit.
Wow.
Shit crazy, homie. I've been locked in. I've been in the hole for 6 months for something I ain't even do.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
Damn. Yo, that's real talk from my man in the feds right now. You know what I mean? For all you youngins who think it's sweet out here, you know what I'm saying? You heard it live and direct, right from the horse's mouth. You know what I mean? That man does 17 joints and he's still there. So if you out in the streets and you fucking around, and you think that shit's sweet, yo, you heard it right there. You know what I mean? If you doing something or you out there, man, make plans, have a goal. I'm the last dude to tell you don't get money. You know what I'm saying? I can relate. I know what it's like to struggle and be in the struggle. But you can't do that forever. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to come right back at you because I got more real talk for y'all from my dudes. You know what I'm saying? They going to come at you and tell you their story about their prison experience, shit they went through, and how they turned their lives around. You know what I mean? I got 3 brothers going to come at you, tell you their stories, and you already heard from my man who's still down. We waiting for this man to come home, almost 20 joints. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. We're going to get back at you and let you know what it is. It's real talk for everyday people here at a place to conversate. Peace.